What's up, guys? Eric here from CKINGENIOUS, and some of you peeps out there showing an interest in kind of the process of how I actually make my review videos, and I thought that's actually a pretty cool idea. Maybe I'll make a little video showing you some of the step-by-step behind the scenes actually how I create these videos. So let's get started. So essentially the first step in the process is that I have to decide which franchise that I want to review. Right now I'm sticking with horror. I think in the future I might venture out into other kinds of franchises, maybe action, comedy. Right now I'm sticking with the horror because I really love horror, especially old school horror. But anyway, what I do next is I watch all the movies so that they're fresh in my mind when I do my review. Even if I've seen them 100 times before, I'll watch it again so that I have a fresh perspective. Now, if I don't actually own the movie, in order to watch it, I'll go on to my TV/computer. I don't mess with cable. I just straight hook my TV right into my computer. I got everything I need on the internet when I'm able to use internet. But essentially is if I don't have the movie to watch, I'll go on Solar Movies or YouTube or one of these movie sites and I'll watch all the movies so that I have a fresh perspective about what I'm going to be reviewing. Once I've watched all the movies, essentially after that, the next thing to do is to start, get my laptop out and start finding images, video, doing research, maybe some extra trivia or bits of information I want to know. So I'll open up my laptop there and I'll just start searching for images and video, like the trailer. I need the trailer. Sometimes I put some behind the scenes stuff in my videos, so I look for those videos on YouTube and whatnot. So essentially after I've decided what franchise I want to review and I've watched all the movies, it's time to film. I set up my lights here. I got two 300 watt softbox lights. I set up my camera, which is a Sony FS100, and I stand in front of my green screen here, which is two green drapes I bought from Walmart. They're curtains. They were about $7 a piece. Just tacked them up on the wall. Really cheap and efficient, and they work great, so that's awesome. When I finally film my talking part of the review, I don't plan a whole lot. Sometimes I'll plan a few little things, like with the Evil Dead franchise review. My plan was I'll be walking through the forest looking for my friend's house. Other than that, little details, I just kind of improvise. I just let it's like a stream of thought. I just let it flow out. Turn the camera on and I just start talking for about 15 minutes or so. Cut the camera and then it's time to edit. So when I'm done filming everything I need to film, I get the old laptop back out, open up Final Cut Pro 10 and get to work. Editing all the stuff together is probably my favorite part. I just find it to be really enjoyable, even though my videos do continue to become more and more complex each one I make. But that's the fun of it. I like evolving. I like seeing what can I try this time that I didn't do in my last video, stuff like that. Probably the hardest part about making my reviews is making like the intro. I like to have a special intro for each franchise I do. I do my own custom intros. I kind of just sit down with my laptop and I think about kind of some themes, depending on what franchise I'm reviewing, it'll have a different kind of theme. For the first day, I'm usually kind of just stabbing in the dark. I'll just start putting pictures and music together and see, does this work? No. What if I do it like this? Does that work? No. It takes me about 2 or 3 days on average, sometimes 4 days, to actually get that whole like 20-second, maybe 30-second intro created. Aside from making the intro, the hardest part is finding proper music. I don't know why finding music is so hard for me, but it is. That's probably one of the hardest parts. So right here you can see I just did I did this yesterday, my Friday the 13th Paramount News. This is a really simple example. I've got my green screen footage, and you can see that I've keyed it out. And here's the background. I found a picture of Crystal Lake. Here is the soundtrack underneath that I put the volume so low you can hardly hear it, but it's there. Here's titles, sound effects, pictures. This is really simple. This is not like a franchise review would look. Let's see if I can actually find one of those. This is one of my movie madnesses you can see there. I've got footage, music, sound effects, titles, video, pictures, just all sorts of stuff. Look at all these. Look at this right here, all these pictures and whatnot. For like a single video, it can take me anywhere from, I don't know, 5 hours to maybe even a few days. It just depends on how much effort I really want to put into the details of the video. If I wanted to just cruise right through it just for like a single movie review, I can get it done in 4 or 5 hours. But sometimes I'll take a little extra time, and I find it's good that I don't rush too much, because I'll come up with new ideas like later, and if I'm still working on it, then I can throw those ideas in. But if I rush through it and then uploaded it, and then I get an idea after it's uploaded, I'm like, well, I'm fucked. I can't put that in there now. It's already on YouTube. I go through it. I rewatch it over and over again to make sure I got everything as best as I can get it. And then I export that sucker and upload it to YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Hopefully that clears up any questions you may have had about, maybe you want to make some of your own videos, and maybe this video will help you guys out, give you some ideas, or, whatever. If you got any questions, leave them below. I'll see what I can do about answering. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on the way eventually. Peace out, guys. CKINGENIOUS.